Well, out of all this junk on this table right here, you'd think I have enough to build a water swivel. Well, guys, I'm gonna build a new water wheel drilling machine, and this is gonna be really the heart of the machine. So right now I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Now, you know I'm not no engineer, but if any of y'all guys out there watching this video, I'm gonna explain what I'm trying to accomplish, and y'all tell me what's gonna be the easiest way to accomplish that. Now, you see this shaft here, this is gonna be a hydraulic motor attached to it, and on the bottom is gonna be your drill pipe. Of course, it's gonna be sitting there like that. But my question is, what's gonna be the easiest way to seal this off around this shaft, and then get down inside it. And I'm doing this holding the camera. I just machined this a few minutes ago and get it back out of there. Okay, here we go. Now see, I put me a little lip down inside there. So this will sit down in there like so. So I do have to seal this area here. I'm thinking about putting a groove in here and putting an O-ring on here. And that's going to sit down there and seal against the casing on the inside. If not, what I'm going to do is I've allowed this room here, and I may machine this down even more narrow, thinner, and open this up more. Set this down inside there like so, and then put my packing material right around there. And then with the shaft in place, I skipped something. This right here is also going to be sitting. Boy, this is a mess, ain't it? Should have had a tripod set up over there. Got one in the back room. But I'm sure you'll get the picture here what I'm trying to do. Now let me get the tripod set up, and I'm going to try to explain what I'm trying to do, and hopefully I'll get that message over to you, and you tell me what would be a simpler, easier way to do this and prevent it from leaking. I want your input on what you would think about building a water swivel and how you would build it. Now, I've got some junk pieces of steel up here, thrown all over the place, all different types. And I've got an old lathe. Maybe you can see it way over there, but if not, we'll get you a picture of that in a little while. It's an old Victor 1640, so I can machine certain things, but not all of them. So let me tell you what I'm trying to accomplish here in this video. Now I'm gonna get out of the picture and I'm gonna turn the camera down a little bit so you can see more of what's actually going on. All right, y'all will see my ugly little butt anyway. So what I've done is I've taken a chunk of steel at this point. If I can get this out of here. I knew that was gonna happen. That's when I'll get back in there and re-pull it out again. It'll come out easy. Didn't quite work out as planned. Do this. There we go. All right. See, all that other junk up there is good for a reason, right? So my thoughts are, I'm gonna come back in here and I machined a little semi-V in this thing right here. I'm machining this square and I'm gonna clean this up. Put me a groove down inside there. So this can only go so far. But keep in mind the space in between here and this casing has to be sealed up. And I just don't believe that a regular seal is gonna work very well, or it's gonna blow out if you don't put 2 or 3 of them in there. I wanna try the packing. So I'm thinking about putting this down in here like so, after machining this to a thinner, to where I can get more packing down in this area around here. Fill that full of packing, but machine this down, of course, a little bit deeper inside this housing. And get me a plate as like you see, just like you see. I got one up there someplace. Okay. This is gonna go in there, keep that in mind. And then this plate, I'm gonna need some way to compress that packing material down in around this shaft once it's in there. Get my point, that, and then this, and then the shaft is actually going to be going through this, and so So I've got to isolate the water from coming back up from around that shaft through here, underneath here. I need to isolate this area right here on the opposite side. And when I tighten this flange down, hopefully that packing will get tighter and tighter, and it will shut off the seal around here, and it'll shut off the water flow coming around here. So I'm gonna have a double packing this side and inside around the shaft. 4 bolts here all the way through the other side, because I got another one of these. 2 flange bearings, and I got 2 of these. But now what I have to do is go back and machine this section to where it will not compromise, and it will actually help push down properly on this section. So guys, I know I rambled on a whole bunch, and it's probably very hard for you to understand what I was trying to do, but I think you're getting the point. And what we're going to do is, you're allowed to go down below and post your comments and suggestions. Tell me what you would do to change it. Would you use regular oil seals or good Teflon seals or something else? I'm trying to reach out to you engineers or designers and builders. Hey, I'm just an old farm boy trying to make something happen. I got all kinds of junk around here, but my knowledge leads me to believe packing will be the best way. Seals will blow out a lot more often, I believe. And as long as I've got this part here chamfered, done, turned, crane angle, whatever you want to call it, right, when that pressure is applied to it, it'll compress around that shaft itself. And as long as I got this sealed up here, maybe, like I said, even cut a groove in here with the machine and put an O-ring on there, get silicone, and then narrow this down here a little bit more, put the pack in between there, pack it in between here, compress it. Maybe I got a seal on both ends. So, hey, comments down below, post your suggestions, whatever you think would be the best way to go with this stuff. I'm waiting to hear back from you. Now, the other thing I got is this option. I've got some of this stuff that's 2.5 inches in diameter. I can machine it down just like I did here, and maybe use that inside around the shaft. I don't know. This is kind of like a hard PFTE, or I don't know, what do they call it? Hard plastic, Teflon plastic. Would that be better with O-rings around the sides and in the interior of it than the packet? Man, I'm just really waiting to hear from your thoughts and your suggestions. I don't know which way to go with this, but let me know down below. Thumbs up, like, subscribe, comments down below. Stick around so you can see how we're going to build this water wheel drilling machine. It's going to take probably about 10 or 12 videos to get it done, but we're going to make it happen. Stick around, thumbs up, like, subscribe. See you in the next video, guys.